Working on the Christmas lights today. I thought I'd share a couple new beds I'm working on. So, I guess you can see the color more now on the Sangokaku. It's really starting to put on some beautiful color. You can see it more now just because all the leaves are falling off. This and the Tamukiyama is the last one, I guess, to finish. But, I don't know if you can see them. They're lit. So I'm working on them. I really can't. Share my new project. Turn you slowly so I don't kill you. I got a long way to go with this side of the yard too. But I did plant an azalea and a rhododendron. These PJMs, I have them everywhere. I absolutely love them. They're semi-evergreen. They'll drop some of their leaves, but most of them will stay. They're a beautiful rhododendron. And then in front of it, I got the azalea. And then this has a pretty bark on it. I don't know if the bark will stay this red. I don't even know if the camera's picking it up. The day is cloudy, so maybe. It's like November 9th or something. Grow, little tree, grow. And then I tore out some overgrown yews. Again, I'm gonna turn you slow. There we go. All right, so this is gonna be my nod to Japanese gardening. I did get a couple azaleas put in, a couple more PJM rhododendrons. I just love those. Those are Sting arborvitae. That's a blue Deodara. What the heck is it called? Electric blue, I think. This is Stay Small, yeah. Electric blue. I've got 6 of those. I like them. I think they have a nice growth habit. And then I bought, let me just make sure I'm saying this right. Yeah. Purple Ghost. That'll be pretty there to fill up that blank negative space. And then some more azaleas on this side. And I love these Filicides compacta. Let me see. Let me just make sure I'm saying it right. I think it's Filicides. Yep. So they're kind of ferny, and you can keep them trimmed up. They're pretty evergreen. And this has a long way to go, obviously. There'll be a bench in here someplace, a wooden one. Just some old logs to make a wooden bench. I did get a couple stones in. And then this will be a water feature. I don't even know what you call the Japanese, there's a name for them, but it's the bamboo spout that comes down into this is just a feed pan, big feed pan that I found. But once we surround this with plants, and I did plant some moss. I do have some more on order to throw in. This is full sun moss. So it's gonna have to grow. This is a full sun area. I think this is the east side of the house. Actually, I'm wrong. It's west. So it's got a long way to go, but it started. And then I gotta find something to block that. I mean, this tree blocks it from the driveway, but I hate looking at that thing. But in New England, a generator is a necessity, especially when you live in the sticks. did light this one up this year too. Can hardly see her. It's getting big. And juniper. Getting real big. Put on a lot of growth this year. And the Chief Joseph is coloring up. Looks beautiful. The Coriana fir. I love this tree. I love it so much. I planted another one. See my Japanese maples. Yours held on to color. Mine did not. But this is the garden's winter look, so not too bad. Planted another blue spruce. Try and block out this pole. I hate this pole. Hopefully it does a good job. Another necessity, right? Look how short that tree is compared to that pole. I love the habit of that tree. Icebreaker. I almost lost this tree the year that I got it. I got it in the middle of winter, and I thought it'd be a nice idea to keep it in the house as a Christmas tree. It was so cute and tiny. I had it on a tabletop, and I lost a main branch in there. I think you can see it. And I said, oh, I'm gonna kill that tree. So without even hardening it off, I put it outside. That was about 3 years ago. It's put on a lot size since then. Pretty little tree. Maybe 4 years ago. 4 years ago, probably. So anyway, I was trying to make it to Tsumukiyama. I like this one too. Doesn't get very big. It's a Cestus dwarf. Blue spruce. I'm gonna try and get my hands on a couple more of these. Plant them in many different areas. I just absolutely love that tree. And then there's a gray owl behind it. And then a paperback maple. Oh, I just heard a rabbit. These frickin' things are the bane of my existence. All they do is eat my stuff. It was just underneath the gray owl juniper, which it will chew on this winter. It's all right, I guess it's natural trimming. Anyway, the paperback is the last one. That and the Tsumukiyama is the last one to keep its color and its leaves, but it also leaves out very late. You would think it's dead by May. You're not even seeing open buds. Pretty tree though. I absolutely love the cinnamon bark. And it peels. So pretty. And there's the Tsumukiyama. We'll get there. Hold on. I have all the cages around the azaleas because the rabbits ate them down to nubs last year. But it ain't gonna really matter because once the snow gets high enough, the rabbits just are on top of it and then they chew their way down. I suppose I should use chicken wire, but I just hate the look of it all winter. I plant all these evergreens so that the gardens will still look good all year. And then you just look at chicken wire, which doesn't make a lot of sense. This one's barely holding on. I'm trying to protect it, but you know, these poor things. Well, there's the Tamukihama, and it's gonna get a trim this year, I guess. Right? I want to try and make it look more structural, but when the leaves fall off, I'll show it. It's a beautiful tree. It just looks like a big red blob because I haven't pruned it other than to keep stuff off the ground. It's a pussy willow. Just your run-of-the-mill native pussy willow. All right, I'll try and turn you slow here. This is another Wells, I think. Oh, hold on. Oh, look, the dog hobble's coloring up pretty. That's paisley pup. Oh, I still got some pink berries. I think this is Wells. I don't think there's a tag on this one. It's just a little tiny thing when I planted it. I think it was a quart. And for some reason, the bunnies don't come up this far. So it left it alone to grow. Another Engelmann's. I finally replaced the cedar that I killed. Finally came in. Curly top Saguaro cypress. These are pretty too. They're like a whitish blue. Benioshi. Got a tag coming in for him finally. It's hard to see the color. I don't know. It did turn a nice orange. Leaves are almost off. Oh, this is pretty too. This is yellow curls. Oh my gosh, I hate when I'm brain damaged. Willow tree. It's got yellow branches on it. The newer stuff is yellow. It's like a chartreuse color in the summer. It's pretty. Just don't think an iPhone does justice picking up any of the color on it. Pretty tree though, and it's growing fast, which is what I want. And then I did plant another Seven Sons tree. I had a plum cherry here, but the plum cherry had black knot. So I pulled it out and I put in a Seven Sons, but this one was defoliated by the time it came in. The other one still has a little color on it. Maybe I'll walk down there in a minute. I still have plants on mail order. Another witch hazel. I love witch hazel. Pretty. This is a, hi Rema. This is a Remington. This is a, Blue Atlas cedar. I protected it from the rabbits for now. American fringe tree, still looking beautiful with its color. And the mountain hydrangeas still have color on them. And they're holding on to their leaves. Tomorrow night, I think it's going to be 25 degrees. And then it'll take what's left of it. red bud. Another red bud. This one's more exposed, so leaves are gone. I got some berries on the viburnum still. It's because I'm feeding the birds, so they're not very hungry. Slow down on their feeding a little bit. Sorry. They ate this beautyberry down to a nub too, so I'm trying to protect that this year. Oh, those rabbits caused some major damage. Some pawpaw trees, defoliated. They had a nice color this winter, this fall, but you know, it's like fall now. And then the apples and the cherries and the plums and the peaches and the nectarines and the, let's see, I'm trying to think of what else I got up there. There's a lot. It doesn't look it, but there's like 50 trees up there. Uh-oh. I'll have to come out and fix that. Oh, right there. I got solar lights on the raised beds on the side of the greenhouse. And then this was an old flight pen that I had. We had birds for a while. My husband's a hunter. And I put, I don't know if you can see, I put blueberries and cranberries, goji berries, honeyberries, hardy pomegranate. There's a lot in there. You can't see through the screen, and I don't feel like walking around to the door, which is way over there. But it's a lot. I got a bunch of evergreens that I'm growing on to plant around the property. It's the oil tank for my greenhouse. They'll overwinter right in the nursery pots right here. Until I find homes for them. I got some more in the raised beds. And it has a pretty winter color. I had one in the garden I had to tear out because the rabbits destroyed it. Like it just had one branch left to it last winter. It's a fir. It's a winter gold fir. So this one's in there for now. I've sprayed it with deer and rabbit repellent, and I'm going to keep spraying it. And then next spring I'll plant it in one of those new garden beds that I just did. And wrap it with chicken wire, I guess. There's a couple pots that are overwintering over here with Japanese maples in them. And I was gonna plant this. This is just your run-of-the-mill gold. I can't think of the word right now. I don't know. But yeah, so it's gonna get thrown out because I've essentially killed it. It is full of water and the roots are in it, but it's not gonna be happy with me after tomorrow night. Lemon zest, Norway spruce, Tannenbaum, Bruns. I got from the Conifer Society. Bought it from them last year or the year before. When was it? 2024, because it was the Conifer of the year. Yeah, so that's when I bought it. Another Tannenbaum. And then oh, it's warm in here. Nice. 76, but it feels, coming in from the outside, it feels like it's 90 because it's only 45 degrees out. We got some stuff we overwinter. These are grapefruit. And then the lemon cypress that I use in the pots. Those will overwinter. I'll buy a couple more around Christmas time when they're cheap. And then I wanted to try, every year I try and save a few more things. That's Laura Petalum, Jazz Hands. It's really just trial and error, right? Will this overwinter or will this not overwinter? I don't know. I've never done a Mandevilla before, so the Mandevilla's back there. Some of the stuff I just didn't get to plant. So that I overwintered last year, that palm tree. These are, that's grapefruit. And then these are lemons. These are a couple more palm trees. These are camellias. I've never overwintered them before. We'll try it. Those were new plants, so. These I overwinter every year, and that by January, these will be outstanding geraniums. They put on a different color when they're cold like this. This is heated, but I only heat it to 40 degrees. Let me see, what else is in here? I love putting these foxtail ferns in planters with, just different flowers and stuff. I love a good foxtail fern in a planter, so I have overwintered these before, and they'll stay in here. They even have little red berries on them. I don't know if you can see them. These are the pepper plants. I gotta cut them back. I pulled them out of the garden. A couple of them still have peppers on them. I'll cut them back, but I was gonna push them and just see how far I could go with these peppers. I don't know that peppers like 40-degree weather, so I don't know that they'll overwinter, but we're gonna try it anyway. Begonias, I saved these out of a plant. Let's see. This is a, what the heck? I pulled this up out of the yard anyway. This was much bigger when I planted it, and the bunnies destroyed it last year. I'm trying to think of the name of this plant. It's just a dwarf. It's not gonna grow very tall. Oh man, I can't think of the name of it right now. You'll know. But so this year I said I'm gonna pull it in, put it in a pot, and grow it on in the greenhouse. So it hasn't even colored up yet. I mean, it's starting to, but it hasn't. So it's been in here for, I don't know, maybe a month. It's happy in its little pot. You can see where the bunnies this didn't even come back. They destroyed it. It was all that height, right? They took it down to about 2 inches from the ground. And I had wrapped it, but like I said, when the snow gets high enough, those little cages that I put on, it just doesn't matter. The bunnies get up on top of it and then chew their way down as the snow melts. And that's it. I don't think there's anything else very interested in here. There's, that's ginger. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else all interesting, but we'll be seed starting in January. Get a jump start on everything. I pulled the Japanese maples that are in pots. I pulled them in here about, I don't know, probably March. Start waking them up so that everything's full by May. All the leaves are on it. So I get a little bit longer of a season. This was interesting too. I plant eucalyptus every year, right? Because I love having dried eucalyptus in the house. I preserve it. And usually I just throw away the plant. So this year I said, well, let me take the eucalyptus in the greenhouse and see what happens. And it's put on all these brand new shoots. I didn't think it would do this, but you can see where I cut it. And then it's just growing new shoots out of all these cuts. So it's like getting a free eucalyptus plant, which means I won't have to plant as many every year. And I'll show you what I do with my evergreens that I overwinter. Like all of these were overwintered from quart-sized pots, right? And I'll just grow them on myself. Some things I want instant impact. Other things, I'm just like, they grow fast enough. Troll. It's a troll. It's a troll ginkgo. That's what that little tiny plant, I knew it would come to me. Little tiny plant was in there. So here's, I still have the water feature running. It'll start producing ice overnight, but because it's running, it won't freeze solid. And it'll keep it running probably till almost Christmas last year. So these are my vegetable beds, which look much different in the summer. But in the winter, when I haven't planted some of the evergreens, I just heel them in. This one I'll put some, I got bags of leaves from last year that I'll just put on top of the soil. And then there's a couple Japanese maples. The snow has gotten high enough that the bunnies have actually been able to walk into these. But unless we have a really bad snow year, they're pretty protected up here. The soil in the raised bed is warmer, so these warm up quicker in the spring. But I do have to be careful, because if I'm not, then the bunnies will get up here and eat these. There's a couple of more of those small electric blues. I love those. No, I'll grow those on until they're able to be planted out. I'll turn you slow. And that's really it. And this is where those new beds are this year. I felt bad when you asked me to post, so I said, well, let me go up there and do one more. Can you tell if they're lit? I don't think you can. Even the statues get Christmas. I mean, I can see those are lit, but I doubt you can. If you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see. No, barely. These are lit too. That's lit too, but it's getting so big now. It's, shoot, it's gotta be, 20 feet. That, the only thing that's up there is the original lights that we'll put on the top. You can't, it's not lit up right now, but, so there's like one string of lights that almost wraps around the trunk now. And then from somewhere around the middle down, it's full of lights. And then the globes, they're full of lights too. And try and train this one. It's gonna come up. Wind keeps knocking it down. I gotta figure this out. Come out here and fix that later. This is supposed to wrap around there and stay up, and it's not. But anyway, I want to train those branches to harden off to give it a little more movement in the tree. And the leader was going in the wrong direction, so I have now bent the leader backwards. So it was me. I planted the tree in the wrong direction, clearly, so that the leader will come out this way along the ornamental sidewalk. This thing's gonna get a hard prune too because I absolutely love the shrub. It's a walking stick or a contorted filbert, but you can't see the structure of the branches in the summer, and they're absolutely stunning. When this defoliates and the snow falls on it, it's actually quite pretty. But I want to trim up some of the interior branches so in the summertime you can see how contorted it is. And it's got these rogue branches anyway that need to be trimmed back. This is put on a lot of size in the last couple of years too. Okay, I'm trying to go slow. Those are Arborvitae fluffy? Are those fluffies? Or are those, let's see. Oh, Forever Goldie. See why I leave these on here? Because sometimes I forget what I did. Black Dragon, Cryptomeria. Those look good. Those are bowling balls, I think. Yeah, bowling balls. That's what I planted. I just backed into this thing. And that's it, I think. I don't think that anything else deserves an honorable mention. I don't know. Well, moving on. That is winter. Probably won't show you anything again until the snow starts to fall. And based on today's temperatures, it won't be long. I put my Christmas wreaths up too. We had a nice brisk, I say brisk because it was windy, like 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts. 55-degree day yesterday. So I said, let me get the wreaths up so that I'm not doing this when it gets any colder. Okay then.
Hey. Come on, Billy. If you've never seen a camel run, it's quite entertaining.